Lorraine Robinson, we are live.
Colin Manford, we are live.
Here we go. So welcome everyone to this live announcement for Playing Comedy. We've spent a week doing a few teasers for this new project that we're working on. Mm-hmm. So tonight is a very quick just a quick chat, informal. We're all about the formalities normally. So Playing Comedy in a nutshell is, so obviously myself, and it's not obvious because you're only just meeting us, but we're very good friends. Lorraine works in the travel industry. I work in the comedy industry.
Again,
so we sat down recently and was like, let's do a podcast.
True story.
What can we do a podcast about? What happens when our two worlds collide?
Yep. Normally we argue. That's the first one. But then we talk about what we love, which is travel, and which is...
Comedy,
Colin. Comedy, yeah.
Do I love or do I like? I like it the legal amount. That's what I think.
You like it when you're getting paid for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just thought, we've worked on other projects together in the past. We always got on. We've always worked well, and we have a laugh. And You've not travelled as much as I'd like you to have travelled.
No, this is true.
It is true. So we talked about, we were having a conversation one night, which was about what the travel industry is like around the world. Sorry, not the travel industry, because we know what that is. The comedy industry. So I know of the comedy industry in like New York, and let's just reference the American stuff. It's not for this. It's because we've just give away a holiday to New York on my business page.
Yes, we did.
We didn't, Colin. You're not having that. But so we talked about that. And I said, I know a bit about the American scene, like New York and things like that. And then Colin was telling me that he's been out to Croatia. And I was like, there's a comedy scene in Croatia. And it was like it unlocked this whole other like world of travel that I knew nothing about. So, because I send people away for luxury and to relax and whatever they do. But I've never sent people away because they're into comedy. So we started talking about it, and we did a little bit of the old Google, didn't we? And we've contacted other comedians that have travelled the world doing this, and it turns out it's quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think that's where the idea was born then, that we've got this culture around the world. Everyone laughs. We know that. And when I did, so it was a good example.
Not normally at Colin's shows, but you know.
Listen, a laugh's a laugh, and I'll take it wherever it comes. So I did...
Oh, you're looking at comments, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments. So Croatia was a good example of that. I gigged in Croatia.
Yeah.
And when I got there thinking, is it going to be to kind of expats or to English people? And it wasn't. It was to Croatians. It was to the locals. And I was like, there was me, Martin Moore, who's going to be a guest on the show.
He is, yeah, exciting.
Who's like Irish. And then we had like an Australian. And you were like, how's this going to work?
Yeah.
You know, and I remember going to the tour manager going, What's their English like though? Because I'm very nervous now. And he said, "Oh, listen, don't worry. They learnt their English from watching British sitcoms on YouTube."
What era was those sitcoms from?
But it was only like Only Fools and Horses and stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
But do you know what was funny though? He was right, because you got on stage and every other joke you were getting a round of applause. Now English crowds they enjoy the comedy, but you've got to work hard to get a round of applause after your joke. These guys were lapping up. So we did like 4 nights, and on the last night they sent us to Slovenia. Because they just won Capital Culture, right?
Yeah, nice.
And new tour manager is Slovenian, and I was like, so what's their English like? Because obviously we played to Croatians, their English was... And then he goes, oh, it's the same. It wasn't the same.
Was it the same?
It wasn't the same. Their English wasn't great. Like,
and when did you find this out on stage?
The thing is, the bits they got.
Okay.
But the bits they didn't, I don't know if you ever had 300 Slovenians stare at you. It's not pleasant, I'm not going to lie. So,
it's a different career that I've had.
But that's how then so when I told you about that story, it was kind of this is interesting. So the long-term goal for this project, for everyone who's watching, there's quite a few hellos coming in. We'll get
is there? Yeah, we will.
Get to that in a second.
I'm not sure where there's so much going on in the studio tonight. It's so beyond me that I'm not sure where our comments are and how to chat to you guys.
Well, it's hello.
I'll find it if I can. Yeah.
So the idea long-term is we want to travel the globe and experience the comedy circuit in every country in the world, basically. We'll go out there, we'll document it.
Well, not every country. Some will, the
ones we're allowed in.
We'll travel over.
Yeah. But not just the comedy. I think we're going to take in the culture and just see what it's all about. And I think it'll be a very interesting kind of journey.
It's a bit like a modern-day Judith Chalmers meets... Who you aspiring to be? Alan Carr.
Before anyone else says it, someone's going to say it before I do. So
I like that's where you went.
That's
yeah. So that's the plan. That's the goal. That's the dream. That's like the golden egg, isn't it? But we obviously need to get to that. And we've been speaking to a few people. We've tested this out with quite a few people, and kind of said, what do you guys, because it's going to be a podcast, what do you guys actually want from a podcast? What's missing from podcasts? And so we're going to do a video format, hence us. hence us having to have a wash every week. That'll be interesting, won't it? But it's also when our worlds collide with other people. So we're going to concentrate on that a little bit for the first few weeks, months. However, it's all COVID dependent. We're going to try and work around it. So we've been testing a few people saying, can we come and collide with your world for a day, you know? And we're going to be very picky, by the way.
Yes.
Well, I'm not. I'm going to pick for you. That's what.
Well, that's we love the challenge element, because obviously we've launched the YouTube channel as well, which do go and subscribe to Playing Comedy. That'll be great.
Nice.
So if you've got an industry that people don't understand or have an opinion of it,
it's really boring.
It could be boring. It could be dangerous. It could be whatever. It's almost like a challenge. I'd say challenge Colin and Lorraine, but it won't. It'll be a challenge call. We're more than happy to come, kind of have a day in your workspace.
Yeah.
We'll take part in it and stuff like that. Any challenge really. So get in touch, whether the comments, inbox the page or whatever.
Or just contact us. You know who we are.
But ultimately as well, the freedom of the show means we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Oh, I swore. So right, yeah. So a lot of people will know me from another project, I imagine, and that project was very clean and linear, and there's no swearing, and there's no kind of being yourself kind of thing, because it was for a mass audience. We're not going to do that. There will be a point where I swear, and Colin's like itching for it to happen, but it's just got to happen naturally. It's going to become like a really big thing now.
Like a pressure cooker, isn't it?
Because I swear like a trooper in real life. I've got a potty mouth.
She's got a favourite one.
It's true to say, I do, yes.
She has a favourite word.
I have a lot of words that are my favourites, but that's my favourite. Not liked by many. Anyway, so...
She's a lot of people next Tuesday, let's just put it that way.
Only if you are one. So we're going to be...
You are what you eat. That's too much.
We're not going to go down that joke. So we, that's what we're going to do. But we've not just gone, this is what we want to do, and here we are. There's a lot of support behind this. So we know a chap, it's actually my accountant, he's an amazing accountant, Stephen Englander from Accounts Direct. And this is all his. This is his studio, and this is his space and his time and his money. And he's backing us, basically. He likes what we do. And we've got a great crew with us. We've got Hayden and we've got Graham, who we will bring in, whether they like it or not. And we'll also throw them under the bus as well if we're not sure what to do, won't we?
Oh, yeah. And
I'll 100% throw Colin under the bus, so just so you know that.
Yeah.
You going to throw me under the bus, Col?
No.
No, too scared. So
but that's the idea of the show. And what you'll notice is the more shows go on,
Lorraine's the boss.
one of us will be flirting a lot, and the other one's Lorraine.
Yeah. True story. True story.
Someone's asking for a swear jar. We couldn't afford it.
Not with Colin around. So that's kind of what we want to do. But we want a lot of input as well. We know what we know. We know our worlds. We're all from different backgrounds. We all have interesting things. But you guys are going to be more interesting as well. And we'd love to just explore that with you. There was we've had loads of ideas, argue. We actually went to IKEA the other week because Colin was helping me buy a rug. That's what you do. When you've got a friend that's an interior designer and she sends you off to IKEA, you buy the rug. So you've done that. You have to take the muscle, but he wasn't there. So I asked Colin. Oof. And I just thought I'd get the cheap gags in. And I think we got round without arguing too much.
Yeah.
So we'll probably end up filming quite a lot of stuff that we do day to day,
It's like being married without the perks.
True story. Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to add?
Yeah, well, just following that, some of the segments. So we mentioned the challenge and going into workplaces. Something else we'd really like to do is there's a segment that sell us something. Like the example I'll use is Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
My brother's a big Harry Potter fan. Not that one, the younger brother.
When you say that one, which one do you mean?
Yeah, the one who paid for my teeth.
Oh, right.
That way. But yeah, like he was telling, I've watched a couple of Harry Potters. Yeah. I know one was based in Europe.
Was it?
The Prisoner of Azerbaijan. I saw that one.
And I will try my hardest not to laugh at his jokes, I promise.
That's the second one today, though. One was off camera. But stuff like that. So kind of we challenge someone to come on via, you could Zoom in, or if you're in Manchester, come to the studio, no problem. Star Wars is another one, because I believe it was Star Trek, Star Wars Day. I think it's the same thing.
I don't know, yeah. It's on Independence Day, isn't it?
Something like that. But that's what we want. We want someone to come in and just kind of try and sell us something, like Marvel Universe or whatever
you... Do you know when you rang me and said Marvel, I thought you said marbles. I was like, who's going to be into marbles?
There's a fetish.
No.
There's definitely a Marvel.
Well, there's another segment.
There's a Marvel. Fetishes from around the world.
Fetishes from around the world. We'll go out after 11.
And let's see how many times we'll make you gif as well.
Yeah, so I have a gag reflex that's a bit unusual. I am sick at the bizarrest things, and Colin's slowly finding out what these are.
So far, we were watching Sex Education one night, and someone it was that simple.
A scrunched up curly whirly.
Just mushed a curly whirly together and swallowed it. And
I can't even think about it.
What was the other one? The pint of gravy.
Oh, you vile.
Anyway, world record attempt. Anyway, listen.
There's loads.
We can't go. These are production meetings we're doing on camera now, but that's it in a nutshell. We are going to start wrapping it up now because this isn't the first show. This is just the announcement.
This is just a high.
So what we'll say is subscribe on YouTube, Playing Comedy. Obviously, if you're on the page on Facebook now, like it, share it. That'd be great for us as well.
That'd be great.
We're on TikTok.
I know. Neither of us know how to use TikTok. We haven't got a clue.
So if you're a TikTok celebrity, why don't you come on and help us out?
Yeah. A good one though.
Yeah.
Not just one that mimes everything, like a proper one.
We're on Twitter as well.
Well, we tweet every now and again.
We're a bit on Twitter.
A couple of birds.
Sorry we didn't. Anyway, if you have said hello.
We will go through all the comments. It's quite a bit overwhelming, all this, isn't it? At the
Lovely,
moment.
isn't it, though?
I like my background as opposed to yours.
Yeah, well, I'm the talent. It's all right. Tits and teeth. That's what we are, aren't we?
Which one's which?
Hey? I don't know. I'm carrying a bit of.
No, I don't want to see you in a small claims court, do I? So.
Right, well, we'll start wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Like I said, next Thursday is our first official show. We've got Martin Moore coming to join us. He's a globe-trotting comedian. He's going to be great.
Very funny. You should go and follow him on Facebook. He posts some bizarre things. He's great, isn't he? He's really fun. I've never met Martin, but I already feel like I know he's going to be great.
There we go. So join us next Thursday. Potentially at 8:30.
Don't give a time. Don't give a time.
Keep an eye on the page. We'll be updating the page. Now that you know what it's all about, do get in touch. Challenge us to anything, really. If you want to see, challenge Colin to anything, really, then.
Yeah. I'll take the nice stuff.
You can host it.
Thanks.
You can host the challenges. And apart from that, that's it. Have a great evening.
Yep.
And we'll see you next Thursday.
Bye.